Hee-yah! Hi-oh!
Hey, Normal. What are you doing?
Studying. Hi-yah!
That doesn't look like studying to me.
I'm reading all about Kit Kickwell, Karate Cat, and his fellow karate champs. I'm trying to figure out what makes a great champion because one day, Ninja Normal will be winning those sweet martial arts trophies. Hi-oh!
Wow, this is a lot of information.
Whew, tell me about it. I'm getting a little confused. And I want to learn why they did what they did and what happened when they did it.
I think you're trying to say you want to learn about cause and effect.
I do?
Yes! Cause is why something happens, and then effect is the result.
Wow, that's exactly what I want to know. Oh, you're pretty smart.
I'm more than pretty smart, Normal. I'm very smart.
In some of the Karate Cat stories, the cause and effects are obvious. It says here, Kit's brother Tiger has such strong hands that if he uses a karate chop on a board, then it breaks in half. Hey!
That's a perfect example of what's called a cause-effect relationship. Cause-effect. The cause is the why, and the effect is the what happened. Oh, that's Arlene. I have to go to my clarinet lesson.
Oh, but Ivy, we were just getting started.
Sorry, gotta run.
Now what do I do?
Don't worry, Normal.
We're happy to help you with cause and effect.
Professor G and Dr. Nova! Sweet! I learned about cause and effect, but what about this story? In it, Kit Kickwell is training in the gym when he accidentally bumps Barry Blocksmore. Barry challenges Kit to a match, and Kit defeats him. Then, Barry's brother Larry challenges Kit, and Kit defeats him too. More Karate Cats challenge Kit, and he wins those matches too. Mojo Dojo hears about this and challenges Kit to a face-off against him in the Ultimate Supreme Karate Contest. And after three tough matches, Kit wins against the mighty Mojo Dojo and becomes karate champ! He learns to be good at contests by being in lots of them, not just one.
Well, it's often true that one effect can be caused by multiple causes. In this case, Kit fought different matches and learned how to do better and better against his opponents until he could win against even the best.
Sweet. So a lot of things all together can cause something.
And the reverse is true too. One cause can have multiple effects. Those kinds of stories make great adventure books.
Okay, speaking of adventure stories, here's The Awesome Adventure of Charlie Chops-a-Lot, where a million things happen. Check it. He picks up the wrong gym bag one day after practice and ends up getting chased by spies, swimming across a big river, hiding in a cave, finding a gold treasure, fighting bad ninja guys, and all kinds of super cool things.
So there's an example where one cause had many effects. If he hadn't picked up the wrong gym bag, none of that would have happened. One more thing to remember about cause and effect. Sometimes a writer will put the effect first and then talk about the causes. So a writer may say, Kit's brother Tiger can break a board in half with a karate chop because his hands are so strong.
I see. Sort of. So, how do I know which is the cause and which is the effect?
When something isn't clear in a story, you can ask yourself two questions. One, what happened? The answer is the effect. And two, why did it happen? And that answer is the cause.
Psh, I think I can handle that.
I'm sure you can. But did you know, for cause-effect relationships, there are often clue words that can tip you off?
So, can you tell me?
Yes, but you already told us one. So?
Hey, I must be smarter than I thought.
Look for words and phrases like because, if then, since, as a result of, therefore, and due to. They help clue you into the cause and effect.
Good to know.
So, are you good to go?
Well, actually, I could use a little more help with cause and effect.
Then let's take the cause and effect challenge with my trusty robot, Officer Bob.
Officer Bob is my name, and I could use your help.
Hey, Normal, we heard you entered the big essay contest at school. What are you going to write about? Being the world's shortest kitten?
Yeah, that was a good one, boss.
Cut it out, you guys. I'm going to enter that contest, and I'm going to win first prize. A pet Force Garzuka figure with hairball hacking action.
In your dreams, Normal.
I'll show you. My essay will be the best ever. Garfield, Arlene, I need help with my essay for the contest. But first, I have to figure out this jumbled up essay my teacher gave us. Can you help?
Well, let me get a snack first. I hate to work on an empty stomach.
Typical.
This looks like a job for Professor G.
It's the hotline. Hey, Professor G and Dr. Nova.
Maybe they can help with your essay, Normal.
Never fear. Professor and Dr. Nova are here.
To help prepare us for writing our essays, the teacher gave us a jumbled essay to fix. But I don't know where to start.
Don't worry, we'll figure it out. Let's look at the first sentence.
Okay. The chicken nuggets were so bad, everyone worried about catching bird flu from them.
That's very descriptive, but it doesn't sound like the way you'd start an essay.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like the main idea.
Yeah, we need a main idea. What's a main idea?
The main idea is what a piece of writing is all about. It's the big picture.
Well, how can I find the main idea? I mean, is the idea that we have yucky lunch food the main idea?
Keep reading. Look for the sentence that tells you what the essay is all about.
Let's see. The new lunch lady, Mrs. Walton, is the best our school ever had. Is that the main idea?
That certainly sounds like it. Now, after the main idea, you want to look for supporting details and facts. These are pieces of information that tell you more about the main idea, or support it by adding to its message. They can be actions, sounds, sights, anything that adds to the big picture.
Let's see. How about this? The new lunch lady makes the best pizza. She even forms them into cool shapes, like stars, triangles, and octagons. I'm getting hungry just reading that.
Me too.
Okay, good. When looking at information that supports the main idea, you want to see if you can answer these questions. Who is talked about? When does it take place? Where does it happen? And why does it happen?
Okay, I got it. The who is the new lunch lady. The when is last month when she started her job. The where is the school cafeteria. And the why is she's so much better than the last lunch lady.
Those are all important facts because they support the main idea. The new lunch lady is a better cook. When you write your own essay, make sure your supporting details and facts apply to the main idea. That means they're relevant.
So, if I'm writing about the time I bowled 3 strikes during the league championship, I should mention how Otto got his tentacle stuck in the vending machine.
That's right. It's not relevant.
No, but it sure is funny.
So do you think you've got the main idea?
I think so.
Now, do you think you can unjumble the essay? Remember what your teacher told you about how an essay should work.
I numbered the sentences in the order I think they should flow.
Let's look at the order of the sentences. The main idea should appear at the beginning of the paragraph, and the sentences after it should be full of supporting details and facts. The main idea sometimes pops up at the end, too.
Mrs. Walton is the best our school ever had. Before she started working at the cafeteria last month, the food was terrible. We used to have mystery meat Mondays and vegetables that tasted like boiled shoe leather. It was the absolute worst. The chicken nuggets were so bad, everyone worried about catching bird flu from them. And she was so mean. She'd yell at you to keep the line moving as she served up her brown gunk with green sauce. She called it Tuesdays. Now the food is great. We have Taco Tuesdays and fresh apple cobbler and pizza shaped like stars, triangles, and octagons. We've had a lot of lunch ladies at our school, but nobody cooks up good food and good times like Mrs. Walton.
Okay, Normal. Okay, Normal, can you describe how you fix the essay?
Sure. I put the main idea at the beginning, the part that says the new lunch lady is the best the school has ever had. Then there are lots of supporting details and facts. Then we wrap it up with an oh-so-clever line about Mrs. Walton cooking up good food and good times. Am I right?
You certainly are, Normal. Good job.
Sweet!
Let's look at some examples of main ideas and how to identify and support them with our trusty robot, Officer Bob.
Officer Bob is my name. Learning about main ideas is my game.
I'm back! Whoa, 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 whoa!
Normal, are you okay?
Now I know how it's... Ugh, thanks. I need to get busy and tell everyone about my camping weekend. I have a camera full of pictures to download.
How many pictures?
Oh, well, let's see, 437 to be exact.
What? You'll really need some help selecting photos and arranging your story.
Oh, you're right, Arlene. And I know just who can help me. Calling Dr. Nova and Professor G on the hotline.
You called?
How can we help?
Hey, Dr. Nova and Professor G. I just got back from an awesome camping weekend, and I want to write about the experience. I took pictures to help make my story more exciting. I just need a little help organizing everything.
Certainly. How many pictures did you take?
Only 437.
Yikes!
Well, we have our work cut out for us. Normal, it sounds like what you want to write is a personal narrative.
Yeah, sure does. What's a personal narrative?
A narrative is basically a story. It can be fiction, something made up, or nonfiction, something that happened.
Like your camping weekend.
Personal means it's about you. So a personal narrative would be a story about you.
Sweet!
Here are a few things to keep in mind when writing a personal narrative. First, you want to make sure to put what happened in your story in the order that it happened. This is called sequencing events.
Okay, so I wouldn't put the raccoons eating all our s'mores, which happened at night, before the poison ivy patch Lorenzo accidentally wandered into, which happened in the afternoon, right?
Right. You want to write about the events in the order they happened. You can use signal words to help write about what happens in your story. Next, last, before, after, and finally. To make your narrative come alive, you want to include descriptive details. What did the trees look like? What color were the rocks? What did the food taste like?
Ooh, food. I bet it was yummy.
You'll also want to use transition words or phrases to add variety to your writing and to manage the sequence of events. There are several different kinds of transition words and phrases. If you want to add information, you can use these transition words or phrases. Again, besides, as well, additionally, along with, for example.
So I could say, a group of snakes, along with several really hairy spiders, crawled into our sleeping bags.
Very good, Normal.
And very creepy, too. And if you want to compare and contrast or show a difference, you can use transition words and phrases like otherwise, but, even though, yet, however, on the other hand, still.
So then I could say, fire ants crawled all over my friend Otto, but they left me alone.
You're correct, Normal, and lucky, too. If you want to add varieties or manage the sequence of events, you can say, again, to repeat, for this reason, in fact, or truly.
Ooh, like, in fact, Lorenzo was hit a total of 3 times when the squirrels threw their acorns.
That is one crazy camping trip. And to conclude, or summarize, you can use these transition words or phrases. In conclusion, as a result, to sum up, thus, finally, and therefore. And finally, thus, in short, consequently, therefore.
Professor G?
Oh, sorry. I got carried away with the transition words there. Last but not least, you want to provide a conclusion to your story.
So, Normal, do you think you've got it?
I think so, but I could use a little more practice.
Our trusty robot, Officer Bob.
Officer Bob is my name. Personal narratives are my game.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This Warriors of Cheese game is awesome. I just found the secret cheddar.
Cool. I'm gonna text our fellow cheese warriors.
Hey, that's my phone.
No, that's my phone.
Hey, wait a second. A phone fell on the floor. Look, our phones are the same. No wonder we keep mixing them up.
That must be my phone.
No, that's my phone. See, I put a little sticker on the back.
Normal, this reminds me of what we're doing in school. We're learning about possessive pronouns, about showing possession in...
Possessive what? I don't get it.
What a surprise.
It's the hotline. Hi, Dr. Nova. Professor G, what's up?
Hi, Normal. We understand you have some questions about possessive pronouns.
Oh, he definitely does. Trust me.
Yeah, what is this possessive whatchamacallit?
It's called a pronoun, but let's start with the word possessive. Have you heard the words possess and possession before?
It's when something belongs to someone or someone owns something, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And in order to show possession in possessive pronouns, I bet you use them already without knowing it.
Oh, like my cell phone.
Exactly. You're using the possessive pronoun my. Possessive pronouns are used to show what belongs to someone or something. They take the place of a possessive noun. In this case, my comes before the possession described in the sentence. Normal, who does that cell phone belong to again?
That's my cell phone.
My is the form of the possessive pronoun in its singular form. A person uses it to talk about something that belongs to him or her.
So I can only use my to talk about something that belongs to me. What about mine? I can see that too, right? Like that cell phone is mine?
Of course. Mine is the form of the possessive pronoun when it stands alone by itself. It replaces the possessive noun.
And normal is the noun?
The what?
That's right, Otto. Let's try the next one. Yours. You use it to talk to one person about what belongs to them. Let's start with second person singular. Can you try to use it in a sentence, Otto?
Sure. I'll say to normal, that cell phone is yours.
Awesome. You can also use yours to talk to a group of people that are sharing something. But in that case, you're using it in the second person plural form.
Okay, let me see if I have this straight. I can use yours in two different forms. To talk to one person or two or three or four.
By Jove, I think he's got it.
What if I want to talk to Arlene about normal cell phone?
Then you need to know about possessive pronouns in their third person singular form. We use his to talk about a male's possessions and hers to talk about a female's possessions. When you want to describe what belongs to an event, place, or object, you use its.
So I'd use the possessive pronoun his. I'd say, that cell phone is his.
Exactly. Or if you wanted to use the form that comes before a noun, that is his cell phone. And if Normal gave the phone to Arlene, what would you say?
I'd say that's never gonna happen.
I'd have to say that cell phone is hers.
Right.